I am Jojo is in the building, okay? Thank you. All the Braysons are Roxanne Asula. And I always get Rosie and Roxanne confused. One's a designer, one's a jewelry designer. But, you know. My producer says like 3 more minutes. Oh my God, sending love from Poland? Big love in my tight ass dress. All the way from Brooklyn. Loving this hair color. Thank you so much. I'm getting used to it still, but you know, why not? What have y'all been up to? Whenever I look off the camera, it's because Kiesh is telling me something to say, like last week when she asked me to ask y'all who had a microwave. So just know anytime I'm looking off, it's because she's... And she won't talk. I don't know why, because we all know that she's here, but she's always like, she's literally right there. What's going on? We still haven't, I last saw y'all on Monday, so I feel like, you know, I know what's going on with everyone. Yes, fish earrings. But what are y'all doing? And the only reason I'm doing that face is because Kiesh is doing the face. She said, ask them what they're doing. Obviously, I want to know what y'all are doing. I can hear her laughing in the background. Zaire said he can hear you laughing in the background.
What's up, Sim?
Thank you, Zaire. You know her voice from a mile away. Spending time quarantining with my wife. My mom says she's shy, right? Lydia, you know better. LOS quarantining. That's my new favorite. One of my friends, I think it was my friend Aria, said we need to have correspondence, like quarantine, but correspondent. And I was like, you're a genius. Drinking tequila. I'm making dye out of avocados. Kia is killing her brain with TikToks. Kia cooks in here, who is the best chef I know, but also is killing it on TikTok. I need to learn. So if anybody wants to shoot me like TikTok lessons, because I have a TikTok. I have a smooth 2 followers. One of them is my little sister. So feel free. And if you're my special guest, you can go ahead and request the live in here. And request to go live so that when it's your turn, we can get you popping. You know who you are. Also, this is Keisha's cup. So this was what mine says. Boss of the show. And Keisha says secretary.
I know my place.
All right. Great. I've got my directives from I was going to say my photographer. From my producer. Don't rush challenge with legendary. Thank you so much. That's just the reality of my life. That is my truth. My whole truth and nothing but the truth. Is that the only time I get dressed is for y'all on Fridays now. Keisha's doing something new. Go on. I wish y'all could see her. I wish y'all could have seen that in the background. We will all be drunk. I think Kiesh may have had a couple of cocktails. Alrighty. Happy 5th episode to all of us here at Inside Edition. Thanks for rocking with me for 5 whole episodes. I appreciate y'all. The raggedy paper edges. I know. I tried something new, y'all. Oh, that don't do the same. All right. Let's get into it. You know, we start with what I'm doing, what's going on here in Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn. First off, the best thing happened last night. Kiesh let me put a little paint on the barn. Look at this. Lips popping. Let me give her some highlighter. And when I tell you, now I knew Kiesh had long eyelashes, but once I put that mascara on, somebody was feeling fancy. I'm just saying. We may or may not try it again another day. We called my mom directly after, and she just thought, Femme Queen, yes. Excuse me. She just thought Kiesh was pretty as a picture. Right, Mom? Comment and tell us what you thought of Keish's makeup choices. Now, in other news, as I said yesterday, you know, I made plans like, okay, we're getting married. I'm going to pull out all the stops on meals once marriage hits. I have run out of all food options. I'm in here cooking birthday dinners for breakfast. And mind you, all those meals that just showed up that will pop up again are breakfast. I've never eaten like this for breakfast, ever in my whole life. Breakfast is some cottage cheese and a banana. And all of a sudden, I'm doing the most with the least. Amen? Who isn't? Story for another day. Now, in other news, a game that should be sweeping the nation is putting filters on your... Putting filters on your quarantine buddy. Whoever your quarantine buddy is, when they're not looking, turn on a filter and... It is the best game that you will ever play. I'm telling you. It's the best game in the universe. And that one where she goes, today? And her face turns, oh my God. I could watch it all day long. And I suggest that you all take a minute today and then send me a DM with your quarantine buddy. Matt, Rodrigo, Kia, Kelly, all of y'all have quarantine buddies. Please send me.
I don't have to say this. I don't.
This one right here. Wait. That tuft of hair sent me to the moon. To the motherfucking moon. All right, let's keep it moving. I can look at this all day.
She doesn't treat me good.
What the world is doing. You know, and as I always say, I like to lead in with this. What the world is doing, like this show is not about, you know, it's not to make fun of what's happening in the world or to make light of what's happening in the world. It's to provide some levity and some jokes and some fun for you and Kiesh and me. So, you know, just like to make sure that you all are aware of that before we keep going with the clownery and the fuckery and the foolishness. Now, by now, I'm sure we all know that Drake... Doing good? Look at us. We're trying to figure it out. Somebody's getting fired.
What's going on here? Oh, there it is.
There we go.
Go on now.
We'll talk about it later. Drake lives in the Mall of motherfucking America. And I think, you know, I have no problem with it, but I think this is important to note. This is probably why he wears turtlenecks, because with that amount of limestone, how can you not be chilly all the time? Okay? A. And B, probably why he's emo all the time is because he has to walk through that big ass staircase every morning. I'd be sad too. Look, he has on a turtleneck at home with a, I mean, it literally looks like your favorite outlet mall. And I'm not hating. I'm not here to yuck anybody's yum. Look at him on his pink telephone in his turtleneck. Wouldn't you be? Look at this. I'd be writing, you know, yeah, I'm just saying. That's all all there is to that. Now, in other news, and more important news, I don't know who's following Steak Umms. Does anybody know what Steak Umms are? If you've lived in Brooklyn or went to college or had a moment where you didn't have quite a lot of money.
What's going on here?
You know, every now and again, my producer be not producing.
No, I'm pressing it. You see? There it is.
There we go. It's Instagram. It's not us. Anyways, Steak Umms, if you need to go read their Twitter, just going to come out and say it. Vulnerable people are always the most susceptible to propaganda, misinformation, and conspiracy, especially in times of cultural anxiety. And if there's a way to help them out of these traps, targeted self-righteous vilification isn't it. That is from the Steak Umms Twitter. Steak Umms, y'all. And that is Dr. Fauci. Now, I will say this. Y'all can have Chris Cuomo and Anthony Cuomo. I will take Dr. Anthony Fauci all day, every day. Especially if you have a second and you haven't seen this gift, please go take a look at it because it's the best thing I've ever seen. And y'all know I love a little tiny package. Shout out to my producer. So I'm not saying that we didn't buy this shirt, but I'm also not saying that we did not. But.
Those are the same thing.
Whatever. But we bought. So you'll see those shirts next week. Truly. But I suggest you check out Steak Umms. Now, in everybody's going live and you love to see it news, Insecure is finally back, y'all. Finally back. And they're so Issa Rae does a block party, like a live block party, every year for premiere. And she's doing a slate of events on her Instagram and also Fauci's excited he gets to peddle his drugs. And also on the Insecure HBO channel. So I suggest y'all go check that out. That's where I'll be. They have a full slate of events. Very, very cute. And as someone who produces live events, you love to see it. Now, ladies and gentle people across the world, in today's episode of What You Doing? What's going on with my homies? We have the one, the only, Jojo.
Yeah.
And we're bringing her in now. Giving her a second to load in. There we go. This is making my Friday too. We're waiting for Jojo to join. Ooh, connect. Darling.
Yes. You better.
Hi, sweet.
Hey, love. Yo, first of all, can I please have a Fauci shirt? Whoa.
Yes, I will send you the link after this. I cannot wait. I truly cannot wait for it. And I also am so happy to have you. You know, you're my internet niece, and I just adore you.
Hey,
I do.
Your style inspires me, yo. You are so creative. The fact that you got your earrings from Bait and Tackle, you are my muse. Love you.
Oh my gosh. We could do like a closet share. Once we're allowed to back outside, we could just do a quick, little closet swap.
Perfection.
Yes. All right. You ready to jump into these questions? Let me tell you, and I think you already know this. They're foolish. Are you prepared? This is high stakes journalism here.
I'm here for it.
Okay, great. First question is, what you doing?
I'm drinking some biodynamic wine because I live in California, so that's changed.
Yeah. Very good, as you should be. I've never heard of that. We'll Google after. Hopefully they have biodynamic beer, and I can get some of it.
Super natural, yeah.
Okay, now, it's hard for me to sleep at night, and so I stay being up thinking about dumb stuff. And so the last thing I thought about was pizza Lunchables. Have you ever had a pizza Lunchable?
Have I had a pizza Lunchable? Absolutely. Oh
now,
my God, I love that you squeeze out the sauce. I've definitely had it as an adult. Like, this didn't stop in my childhood.
There you go. See, now, Kiesh, my fiance, says she doesn't like them. Some people say
why?
Crackers only. Crackers and turkey only.
She's she's got high.
I'm traditional Lunchable. Crackers, turkey, and cheese.
I like all of the variety, so I feel that.
That's fair.
She's fancier than I. I mean, I like the pizza Lunchable. I did feel like we got further from God's light with the pizza Lunchable because it was a cold pizza. The meat was kind of shady. You never do, but I enjoyed it. I'm just saying.
Was sus for sure, but I'm not above it. I'm not above
But I mean, I just want God's light. All right. Let's see what other questions I have. Okay, this question is a question that my friend T asks people often, and so we swiped it from him. If you had to choose a world without crunchy things or a world without wet things, which world would you choose? Oh, food. I'm sorry. Not. let me narrow that down a bit.
Narrow that down.
Wet food or crunchy food?
Okay, go with that.
Okay, because I was
although I don't know what wet food is. I guess it's like a soup. Oh, soup.
Wet food or crunchy food? I could do without wet food. I love a good crunch because when we're talking about crunch, we're talking about all raw vegetables and apples and candy and pizza crust, like cookies.
Shell tacos.
Have you thought about this before? Because she just told me this earlier, and I was like, I could probably live with that. I've never thought about it. You seem to have thought about this at length, and honestly,
I'm not gonna lie to you. I've never thought about it until right now, but now
you gotta be on your toes.
Yeah, I'm just off the top of the dome. I need to crunch.
Oh my God. Okay, now the last question is sort of a question that Kiesh came up with, and she wanted to know, when did you add the second Joe to your name? So, like, your real name is Joanna, and did you start out as Joe, and then you're like, let me add another Joe for some razzle dazzle, or was it always Jojo?
I felt like there was more power by having it like to the second power, you know what I mean? Joe squared.
Yeah.
So I was like, let's up the ante.
Exponential.
Exponential, right. So no, Joanna, I think that's a lot of people's nickname. When I was 12, my executive producer was like, "We'll call you Jojo," and then here I am.
And
Hey,
well,
now.
it's working. It is absolutely working. And has anyone ever asked you that question in your life?
No, there's a lot of firsts here on your program. So
Well,
I love the idea of correspondence, by the way. So I feel like whenever you need some correspondence from LA, I got you.
yes, please. Yes, that term is the best term I've ever heard in my life. Shout out to my friend Aria. And shout out to you for doing this. And I've been watching your lives and seeing you singing with your fans. And it has been a light.
Baby.
That's my producer.
Yeah, I love
it has been a light,
Thank
and I appreciate it so much.
Yes.
I'm having so much fun. We're all just trying to stay sane, and I love the format that you have this in. This is all very official, way more than mine. I literally just be walking around lighting sage on my lives and being like, I want to run to you. And then like inviting people to come on.
You have made my motherfucking week. Do you know that?
You guys are awesome. Thanks for
I
having me
appreciate
on.
you so much. I will hit you up again for correspondent time because you have been one of my favorite guests. You and my mom and Lena. You know, Lena's been great. And
Hey.
listen, I can't say, you know, if I say one person, I have to say all. But you truly have been so fun, and I appreciate you, and I adore you so much.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, I'm gonna let you go. I will see you soon.
Cheers.
Bye,
Stay well.
You too. Bye, boo.
Bye, y'all.
That was insanity. Motherfucking Jojo, Joanna, Joe Square, not to be confused with Joe Exotic. Listen, that was amazing. And she sang a little ditty. I wasn't going to ask her, you know what I mean? Because I don't want to be that person and be like, hey, Jojo, can you sing? Yes, Matt, that was Jojo. That's my internet niece. We stay clowning around on Instagram. And I had to hit her up and be like, you want to be a correspondent? And she said yes. And so that's that. And I also, yeah, she answered that crunchy wet question real quick. It was impressive. It was impressive. She flashed us today. Now, why the hell didn't you have her? She did sing first. She sang a little bit. She gave us a little, and she sang a good song. I don't even know where to go. My outfit is so tight. I'm hot. I'm just so excited to have had Joe Squared. I think that might be her new name. This show deserves an Emmy. Bless you, Matt. But yeah, I don't know. What are you guys doing now that happened? Crystal, I can't believe JoJo is your internet niece. She is. She is. What can I say? You know, if you act like a clown long enough, people will start to laugh at you or with you. I don't know. Depends on the day. Amen. But here we are. Thank you, Nets. Ooh, somebody's eating a fruit roll-up. Amber's eating a fruit roll-up. You know what? See, these are things I want, but Kiesh, my producer only lets us go to the grocery store once a month. I just asked her today, when can we go again? And she was like, when the food is done. I'm like, can I get some, we don't have any ham left. Okay. So now until we get ham, I gotta eat. I don't know. She made us tuna fish today. Just because she didn't want me to have to leave the house. And not because she's worried, but because she doesn't want to spend any money. Which I get.
Yeah, she was hit though.
You know? It was really good. It was good. I like how close you're sitting today.
That's all I was.
You're so comfy. We should have Kiesh on